While most of us were at work and school, SoulSteel came out with a brand new update. This update includes a brand new dungeon along with brand new weapons and armor. And there's also some big changes too that happened to the Thunder Axe, which I'll talk about in a little bit. As well as they actually added a quest board, so you're able to claim new quests now. So if you've completed all your current quests, you actually can get new quests. So if we take a look at the map in the Old Kingdom, you'll probably have seen Sundered City in the top left, and that is exactly where the new dungeon is located. Let's walk over there, and while I do that, I'm also going to be reading the changes that they added. There is a new dungeon called the Sundered City. From what I can tell playing it so far, I mean, it's the biggest dungeon. This is the first hard dungeon. That's right, the temple is considered a medium dungeon, and I thought that one was pretty big. So this one, it's got to be huge. They've also added a new weapon, and forgive my pronunciation, but the Exteller? And of course, this is something they've immediately added to the marketplace, as well as with the armor set. So you can grind for this all in the new dungeon. That's kind of the point behind it, but you can also just buy the whole set. And another thing I don't think I've mentioned is they've actually added campsite cosmetics. And as you can see, straight back here is the portal to the Sundered City dungeon. If we look on the map again, you can see we're in that top left section of the map. Before I go in there though, I'm going to talk about the Thunder Axe changes. For the abilities, they've increased the mana cost on both the abilities, as well as they increased the duration and range on the static rush. And then they increased the duration on charge strikes. And they fixed it so where on the charge strikes, it's not giving air damage. The big thing here is they reduced the damage on the whirlwind. But the truth is, if you get any weapon high enough, it's going to be a good weapon.
Because I have it maxed already, the nerf doesn't hurt it too bad.
Now, I don't think I've talked about this in any of my videos, but there is someone named Miss Camp now in which you can actually buy cosmetics. Not just the cosmetics where you have to pay for them in mine coins. They also added this one right over here, where you can actually buy stuff for what's called script. And you can see some of these cosmetics are actually Halloween themed. They're only going to be temporarily available. And also, can I just point out the fact that a bed costs 20,000 script? Are you guys meaning to tell me in order to not sleep on the ground, I got to spend 20,000? And if we head to the shop now, you can see there's a new featured item, which is literally the full set that you can unlock for the next dungeon. And for research purposes, I just bought the entire thing. So you can see here that the base Templar armor is going to have plus 70 defense as well as plus 16 health. And then it's also going to add arcane damage 2% and mana plus 20. So this is what the base product is. And then the weapon here, you can see mine's actually loyalty 3. I got excited and decided to try it out. Its base product is going to be, it's going to have arcane damage, and it's also going to have blunt damage. I'll show you guys this weapon and everything on the basic maps. If you take a look here, the animations actually kind of remind me of the Burning Warhammer. And so you can kind of decide if this is something you would want to grind for. And I mean, just based on looks alone, I don't think it's the coolest looking one. And then let me just try out the Avenging Scream ability. Gonna need mana for this as well. So we got Temples Collapsed, which basically drops a bunch of rocks everywhere. So Avenging Scream by definition is a devastating blast of arcane damage, and then the Temple's Collapse is a call down of crumbling debris to deal earth damage and apply a stack of slow. So that was the multiplier that you saw. But let me go ahead and show you guys the very new dungeon. Alrighty, and you can see right as we spawn in, there is a lantern here in which you can empower the Dark Altar. I'm sure someone has already figured this out, but unfortunately that's not going to be this video. It's just going to be more like me trying it out for the first time. So right when we enter here, you're going to be greeted by the good old animal puzzle again, and you'll see all the combinations right in the main area. So it's the same as last time. The combination background is going to correlate with the puzzle, with the answer piece. So if we look up here, straight back here, you can see I got a beetle. So we're going to put the beetle in here. And then this one right by the tree. I'll run right back here. It's gonna be behind this leaf right over here. We got the beetle in there. And then for the last two, we're gonna do the similar thing like the first dungeon. We're just gonna guess. And there we go. So we got the easy 800. We're gonna grab it and escape and I think set our record. Yeah, we definitely need to upgrade our time on this. From my understanding, a B run's gonna get you a decent amount of time without taking too much time, if that makes sense. I've done a couple runs and I have about 8 minutes now on the dungeon. They've made this one a little bit more difficult in the sense that you need, I think, about 20,000 for an S plus run. So yeah, I'm just gonna be going for like a B run, which I found to be about 5,000 rather than the cost of 20,000 gold. And this is just a run I've been doing a couple times. It's by nowhere or any means perfect, but it's just kind of, it's also kind of all over the place. There's no like real set route right now. Go ahead and grab this. Also just want to kind of grab the scraps real quick. And we'll go to this room right through here. There should be something I can kill up there. Oh, perfect. That guy actually followed me right in here. That's actually great. But basically I'm running the fully maxed out poison blade, as well as I have tier 3 armor. And by tier 3, I mean the star level. Some of these enemies in here, they're actually pretty powerful, I must say. Grab you. This one's 1,001, so the two back-to-back ones over here is a decent amount of gold. It gives you about 2,000. Pretty decent. It's a good chunk of the 5k I need. And then from over here, I'm sure there's something in between here. So like I have this key, which I've been coming up here to hit this. And try not to die. The whole dungeon is just try not to die challenge because I found that I've been getting one shot more and more throughout this one than in previous ones. So yeah, although I know they made the medium dungeon, the temple, a little bit harder now, so you actually have to get more coins to get higher ranks. It's just not going to be the same as like the beginner dungeon where you only need 10,000. Be able to get the S plus rank. So obviously we don't want to go here. We actually want to go this way. And we can do the animal puzzle. I think we'll have plenty of time. These guys are the worst because you can just potentially get one tapped if you don't dodge. Like I still might die here. This might be it. Back up for a second, see if I can find some health. There's no health lying around. That's another thing I found is there's just no health anywhere. No, 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 no. Perfect. I am not convinced this is the one. I think I might die. You can kind of see the vision. These guys have like longer range now too. These sumo guys, get away from me. No, no, not like this. Do you have health for me anywhere? SoulSteel, like where's the health on this level? Did they just forget to add it maybe? I'm sure they just forgot to add it. Oh, there's some health, but oh, I've made quite a few SoulSteel videos, so feel free to check those out. And if you want more in the future, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.